In today's video, I want to share with you a method to declutter your wardrobe and to create a wardrobe that you absolutely love. So, if you want to know how you can really create a wardrobe that supports your rebrand and also allows you the space to get ready every single morning without that pressure and clutter and the decision fatigue that you face every morning, this is the video for you. So before I get right into the video, I do want to give a quick little shout out to my friend Alex, who helped me save this beautiful beret from decluttering. And I'm going to put more information at the end of the video, so stick around for that little story time. So let's start the video by first assessing what you have. So the first step of my wardrobe decluttering method is to assess what you already own. And this can be very overwhelming given the fact that for me, I have been living by myself for a while now. So I accumulated a lot of items that held a lot of sentimental value, but also they were parts of me. Every item that I have represents a part of me. And it can be very challenging to let that go. And that is why I want this video to not only highlight the method that I use to declutter my wardrobe, but also kind of allow you the space to declutter, because it can be challenging and overwhelming to let go of a part of you which you really once enjoyed. And it's okay to feel like that. It's okay to feel attached to your things, to feel attached to your clothes, because they're one of the most intimate pieces that we have. They touch our bodies every single day. And when you have clothes that you absolutely once enjoyed, but you no longer identify with that anymore, it can be really challenging to let that go. So I do allow you that space to really acknowledge that you feel that way. But also, if you're holding on to pieces and not using them and you're not, really giving them life, it can be challenging for you to rebrand into your new identity. So it's also equally important to let those pieces go. So when I was decluttering my wardrobe, because I was invited for a photo shoot, I just wanted to take that opportunity to declutter my wardrobe. I realized that I had so many pieces that I wasn't really wearing, and they were not really reflecting the identity that I currently have. So, what I did was to assess each of the pieces that I had. I put all my pieces onto my bed, which I really recommend to my clients as well. Put everything on the bed and assess them. Look at the items and look at the items that you absolutely love wearing. You would just be able to see them. Regardless of the clutter, you would be able to see the pieces that you absolutely love. Look at them, identify the pieces that you absolutely love, and put them back into the wardrobe because you love them. Now is the time to play with items that you don't love wearing so much, but they're there. They're kind of not sparking so much joy. They're not pieces that you absolutely love, but they are still pieces that you want to keep. These are the pieces that we really need to be careful with, because we don't want them to be sitting around lacking in the wardrobe, but they're not really doing what they're supposed to do. They are not really making outfits. So what we are going to do with these pieces is to understand where do they belong. We've put all the pieces that we love back into the wardrobe. So now this brings me to my second step, that is to create piles. That means pieces that you're not so sure about are going to go in one pile. Pieces that you absolutely know you're not going to wear ever, they're going to go. That means they're going to go be sold or be given away. These are pieces that have been worn out. They are pieces that you no longer identify with. You just know it. You don't even want to try it. These are the pieces that are going to go. And then there's going to be a third pile of maybe pieces that need to be fixed. You like these pieces, but they're going to be fixed, maybe tailored, altered. There can be pieces like that in your wardrobe. So just make a third pile for that piece. Now for the maybe pile. This is the pile that can really be challenging, because you could be putting things in the maybe pile forever and never letting them go. That can happen. So we need to be very careful with the maybe pile, because it is a challenging one. So in the maybe pile, what we are going to do is we are going to start styling the pieces with what we have. What I did was I had a lot of shirts in the maybe pile. I styled it with one of my favorite skirts. I started styling those blouses, and what I realized is I was able to create some beautiful fresh looks. So I was able to keep those blouses, but there were also some blouses that I wasn't wanting to style. I didn't want to do anything with them, so I decided to declutter those pieces. So it's very important for you to start styling the pieces in the maybe pile and then seeing how do you feel. And are you going to be able to wear this tomorrow if I told you to wear it? Are you going to be excited to wear this tomorrow? This is a beautiful question because this question helps you deal with the maybe pile. And this is something I have never heard any other YouTuber or any other fashion stylist talk about. But are you excited to wear this tomorrow is a gem question when it comes to decluttering because it helps you understand whether you want to keep the piece or not. So this is something you've done. You made the piles, you've kept everything back, the pieces that you love. Now is the time to really get creative with these pieces. You've styled them, you've parked them, all of that has happened. Now is the time to not overlook something very important. And that is to understand, are you going to be able to let the pieces that need to be go, or are you going to keep them? So you've made the pile of the movie pile, the pieces that you want to keep, you're keeping them, the pieces that need to be styled, you're keeping them. What about the pieces that you're not sure of even after you've styled them? What about the pieces that you need to let go of? Make the pile of the pieces that you need to let go of and make sure that you drop it at the charity shop, because if you don't let go of those pieces now, you wouldn't let go of those pieces ever. So just make sure you let go of those pieces, and the pieces that you're unsure of even after styling, this is the time you can either sell those pieces or you can again drop them at the charity shop. So those are dealt with now. So how can we rebrand ourselves with our declutter, with our wardrobe declutter? The way we do this is with understanding what are the gaps. Where are the gaps? How can we understand what are things that are missing in my wardrobe that I would love to have? And as I've also mentioned in my previous video, how to build a wardrobe that you love, I talk about creating a wish list of items that you would love to have when it comes to your rebrand. And specifically in this video, we are talking about rebrand for fall. What are some of the pieces that you would absolutely love to have for your fall rebrand? So for me personally, it was a pair of burgundy boots that I would love to have for my fall rebrand. A blazer that I'm eyeing from Mishki. I would love to have that blazer because it will go really well with my wardrobe, and it will also really support my rebrand that I would like to have. So really just make a list of some of the pieces that you would like to fill in the gaps with for your wardrobe, because that would help you with the rebrand part of the declutter. But let's go back to the declutter a little bit. As I was speaking, now I would also want to, highlight the fact that it's very important to not miss the details. Also look at your shoe closet as well. While you're doing your clothes, make sure that you're also looking at your accessories, your shoes, and doing the same process for all of these pieces. Because the more you're able to let go of everything that doesn't serve you, the more you're able to create the space for things that do serve you. And something that can be very, very interesting in this process is to create a mood board for your rebrand as well. As you are decluttering and letting go of pieces, as you are really starting to fill in the gaps, you also want to start to imagine how you would want to feel like, how would you want to appear like. And in those cases, a mood board can really help. You can make a mood board on Pinterest, or you can attend my style board workshop on the 6th of September. And there we are going to be making a physical mood board with vintage Vogue magazines. That's also a great way to understand how do you want to rebrand yourself for autumn. Now let's also talk about what a perspective shift can do. For me personally, I was going to declutter this cap. I was just totally going to let it go because I haven't worn this in such a long time. I bought this for almost no money, and when I bought it, it was so cute. I wore it once, and after that, I just decided not to wear it. And I just invited some of my friends over to show them the stuff that I was going to declutter. And I said, if you would like to have some of these pieces, feel free to take them. And as I was showing one of my friends this cap, she said to me, are you absolutely crazy to declutter this beautiful cap because it suits you so well? And just keep it, start it with the outfits, and see how you feel. And I did exactly that. I wore it today and I felt so good. I just felt so refreshed. And this is what a different perspective on your wardrobe can do. Even though I am a stylist, I'm an image consultant, I am a coach, even I can sometimes not see myself the way others would see me. So, this is where hiring a different perspective on your wardrobe can really help you get to a refreshed wardrobe without having to spend a lot of money. So if you would like to book me for your wardrobe edit, you can do so with the link in my description box. I have my email there. You can just email me and I will book you in for your wardrobe edit. And you can create beautiful outfits with the wardrobe that you already have instead of going out there and buying a whole new wardrobe. And I get the gist that sometimes we can get so bored with our wardrobe that we don't want to go and style our wardrobe. We just want a whole new wardrobe. And this is where the problem can arise because it's not about buying a whole new wardrobe. It's about filling in the gaps and getting creative with what you already have and wearing the pieces with what you already have, because the more you're able to wear what you have, the more you're owning it and the more interesting and unique you're going to look. Because today, while I was on the street, I got so many compliments. I got so many, wonderful looks and all of that. Like, I got so many compliments on this look. It was incredible because I was just creating it. I wasn't getting in my way. I was just letting myself experiment with this and also, listening to my friend. Instead of just giving away the cap, I said, okay, I'm going to style it and see how I feel. And if I feel amazing, I will keep it. So it's very important for you to do this, like feel amazing and just always bring yourself back to how you want to feel in the outfit instead of how it looks. And that's going to really help you create the wardrobe that you love. I hope that you truly got some type of value out of this video. And if you want to join me on an intimate webinar, which I will be hosting for a few women online on Zoom, I'm going to be hosting it next weekend. If you would like to join the webinar, it's absolutely free. It's going to be about image and how can you really wear what you love with confidence instead of getting in your own way. I'm going to be hosting the webinar next weekend. You can just let me know which day would you prefer between Saturday and Sunday, and I would love to accommodate you. Till then, see you next time, and I hope that you have a lovely, lovely day.